to Food Motion Cooking Workshop. My name is Chef Alexandra Iserte, and today I want to share a recipe with you. We're going to make avocado lime gelato. I chose this dessert because it's very healthy for you and it's cheap to do. So for equipment we're going to use a food processor, an ice cream maker, a chef's knife, a micro zest plane, spatula, spoon, cutting board and a plate. For ingredients, we're going to use avocado, which is a very good fat, a lime, we're going to use half a cup of agave syrup, third cup of lime juice, a pinch of salt, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 4 tablespoons of tequila, and 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. So first thing we got to do is to cut our avocados. So we're going to hold them with our hand, being very careful, and we're going to make a cut going around, and then we open. And to take the bone out of the avocado, being very careful, you can just do it with your knife. And the same thing here. Just twist and take the bone out. Oops. There you go. So I'm going to place the pulp of the avocado into the food processor. So this is what you need the spoon for. So scrape it out. The avocado has to be ripe. If it's too green, it's not going to blend properly. And if it's too ripe, it's going to oxidate and get brown very easily. A good way to know when the avocados are ripe is to touch them when they're closed, and they have to be a little soft but not too soft. And so then we scrape the last half of our avocados and place them there. Throw this out. And then we're going to need the zest of the lime. So here, you can use also a grater, but the micro zest plane, it has very thin cutting blades, and it prevents you from taking the white part of the citrus, which is going to make it bitter. So we're going to zest all of the lime. See how the white part stays? So these micro zests are very, very cheap. They cost like $5, and they sell it in all stores and everywhere. They're not that difficult to get. Okay, so we're done here. So I'm going to place it in the food processor. And then the rest of the ingredients. Here I go with the agave syrup. This agave syrup, as its name calls, we get it from the agave plant, which is the same plant that we use for tequila. And the good thing about agave is that it has a very low glycemic index, which means that it won't make your blood sugar go up. So you can eat as much as you want. Here's the coconut oil, which is optional, but this will give it a brighter and softer texture to our gelato. Tequila. Try to use a good quality of tequila, and I recommend to use white tequila. Don't use a very old tequila because it's going to be very strong in the recipe. And next are lime juice. You can use lemon or lime, whatever is your preference. Last but not least are vanilla extract and a pinch of salt. If you do not have a food processor at home, you can always use a blender. So here we go. So now that we finished processing our mix, it's going to take about 5 minutes of mixing in the food processor. So we're going to put it inside of our ice cream maker bowl. This bowl has to be inside of the freezer for at least 24 hours. It contains a liquid between the two walls that's actually going to make it ice cream. So now here we go with our, take the plates off. And with our spatula we're going to scrape everything off and into our bowl. Over here. Already smells like lime and tequila and avocado. Smells very, very good. Scrape it all very well. We don't want to miss anything. Okay. And here we have this instrument that is going to scrape the ice cream from the walls of the bowl. Follow always the instructions of the manufacturers, okay? So you place it there and you just let it on for about 30 to 45 minutes. It will depend on how much do you do of this recipe and on the ice cream maker. If you do not have an ice cream maker at home, just place it in a Tupperware, well sealed, and it's going to be ready in about 24 hours. It's not going to be as fluffy, but it will still be very delicious. Okay, so our gelato is done, and now I'm going to show you how to plate it. You will have the gelato, you can use some frozen berries, and you will use balsamic glaze. This, they sell it in the stores, or you can make one of your own by boiling a cup of balsamic vinegar and half a cup of sugar until you get the syrup. So now we're going to make quenelle with our ice cream. See how creamy and yummy it is. And for that you're going to need 2 spoons of the same size, and you're just going to play with them like this. Then you're going to warm it up a little bit with your hand and slowly let it fall. There we go. And then you're going to make a second one. This is also a very good trick if you don't have the scoop for the ice cream. You can always do this. And it's a different way of a presentation. Perfect. Okay. Then with a espresso spoon, we're going to do the balsamic glaze around. Just play with it freely. And last, we're going to make our frozen berries. Just clean up a little here. Here. And our dessert is done. I hope you like the recipe and you can enjoy this at home with your family, and don't worry about the calories. This is all healthy and you can eat as much as you want. You can sit in front of the TV and scoop it down.